Hey guys, Sleepy here, and welcome to a brand new episode in my community question series. This is question number 41, and today's question I want to ask you guys is, what does your collection mean to you? I want to know, what does your collection mean to you? Why do you have your collection? What is special about your collection to you? Why do you like having it? Why do you enjoy collecting? What is the stuff you have in your collection? I would love to know the answer to that question. Of course, you guys know I will answer the question here in this video, but I would love for you guys to participate. And you can participate by answering the question by leaving a comment or by filming a video response. You guys can do both. And I do want to give a reminder that I will be holding a contest at the end of this community question series for everyone who participated in it. And the grand prize winner will be able to choose a console of their choice, which is going to be like a Nintendo Wii, an Xbox 360 console as an example. There's going to be a couple different consoles. And then I'll also be offering some other game prize and stuff to other winners, so there'll be a couple different winners in that, and you guys can get entries in every question you answer. Now I have 40 previous questions that I've asked you guys over the last couple years, and so you guys can go back at any time and answer those questions that earn additional entries into the contest. You can earn up to 2 per video. So if you do the previous 40 videos and did video responses, leaving a comment, you can earn yourself like 80 entries into the contest if you want to. You don't have to go back there and answer those old questions if you don't want to, but it's always cool. I always love interacting with you guys, and I always like hearing new answers to my previous questions, so feel free to check those out, guys. Long as the contest hasn't concluded, you guys can participate in those older questions, and you'll get entries into the contest that we'll be holding here at the end of this series, which I'm hoping to end fairly soon here. Just a few more questions I want to ask, and then we're going to end it and finally have that contest. I do ask if you guys do decide to film a video response for this question, because maybe you feel like, this is a question I would rather answer in more detail in a video response. That'd be awesome. I'd love to check it out. Some of you guys have done that for me over the years. I really appreciate it. I just ask you guys let me know about it so that I can then watch it, and then I will post a link to your video as a comment so other people can check it out as well. So I would love to hear your guys' answer. Now for me, I absolutely love having a collection of video games. I've been a huge gamer since I was 4 years old. I've shared the story of the NES and Mario and how it made me the gamer I am today. And to me, my collection is just something that's really fun for me to enjoy, including my DVDs, Blu-rays, and TV shows and stuff. For me, they're a way for me to have entertainment, and it's something that I really have enjoyed having over the years. Now, my collection has not always been massive like it is nowadays. I have slimmed down and downsized it in the last couple of years and got rid of over 1,000 titles, but it's still crazy and massive, and nobody in their right mind needs all of this stuff, Regardless if anyone tells you, I have to have it, they're lying. They don't. Nobody needs to have all of this stuff. It's not going to make your life any better or any worse. It's just, a collection of stuff. But it's something that I really enjoy having, and I just have always loved video games. It's just fun to play games and explore the worlds that people have created, and you can get lost in these worlds, and it's just fun to explore unique worlds that you can't go to in real life, but you can explore them in a video game form. And they're just really fun because they're interactive stories where you can be part of the story and be involved with characters, and they can take you to all kinds of different places, time periods, all kinds of different stuff. You can be a superhero, you can be a bad guy, you can be an adventurer, you can go questing, just all kinds of cool stuff you can do with video games. And that's why I like having them, because for me, they're fun to play and enjoy. And I like being able to have the choice of playing a game anytime I want to without someone else dictating when I can. I don't like having companies that have the say, like when you have your Game Passes or you have your Netflix or Hulu's, when you have that kind of stuff, you're at the mercy of companies that can dictate when you can enjoy a content, when you can play a game or watch a movie, and if their license runs out, it's just gone, and you can no longer experience it on their service. So like with me, I have several different TV shows. Like I've got my wonderful box set Law and Order, has all 20 seasons, like the original show. Recently they have revived it with some newer seasons, but I have those original 20 seasons on DVDs, and I can pop those out anytime I want to watch it. I got my Star Trek Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager. I've got Seinfeld, the Monk TV show. I've got some old ones like that Mortal Kombat Conquest TV show. I've got 19 of the 20 Simpson DVDs and King of Queens, Everybody Loves Raymond, just all kinds of stuff like that. And I can watch those anytime I want to. Nobody can tell me, no, you can't watch an episode of King of Queens because it's been pulled for licensing reasons, any of that horse shit. I can watch those whenever I want. Well, it's the same thing with having my video games. I can pop out and play a game anytime I want. I got some examples down here of games that I really have enjoyed over the years, like for PlayStation 1 here, got this wonderful Command & Conquer Red Alert. I've also played this game on the PC, but I absolutely have loved the Command & Conquer series. They've been really fun RTSs, and I enjoy playing them. And I really got into this because my one buddy, Bobby, he had, his dad had a friend named George who would stay with them sometimes, and he always brought his PlayStation 1 with him along with the Command & Conquer games, and he used to love just playing the skirmish mode and the story modes, and he used to let us play it, and that's how I got to first play the Command & Conquer series, was on a PlayStation 1, and then I found out they were on the PC, and I eventually bought them on PC because they were better, and there was a whole bunch of modding done to them. They added units and new missions and stories, and I really loved that on the PC. But I've loved the Command & Conquer games, so it was really awesome having this one on the PlayStation 1. Another wonderful game here for for the Nintendo Wii. I played this with my son, and we 100% beat it years ago, but this was the new Super Mario Brothers Wii. Absolutely loved this game. It was really fun because you could play with the 4 players, and I played this a lot with my son. Sometimes we play with my wife, but she's not as good with video games as we are, so she would die a lot, but I did manage to, over a summer, beat this game 100% with my son. A lot of wonderful memories there. It was really fun playing this game with him. It's a really good one that you can play with family and Mario Brothers and stuff. And it was that classic 2D Mario that I grew up with. And when my son was little, he got to experience Mario with me, and it was just a really great experience. I loved having that in the collection. My Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, because I do love my handheld games as well, and I've been a big fan since I had the Game Boy days, and so I always loved these kind of games, and I got these with printed out artwork and Nintendo DS cases, so it's really awesome. So instead of having to spend all that money on the boxes, I can buy the loose carts, but then I can print these up from that wonderful Cover Project website, and you can get a little information about the game, and you get the picture and stuff, and it stores the game, and they look really nice on the shelves, and they don't take up a whole lot of space. So I love having stuff like this. This is another cool piece. Here's another personal favorite from PlayStation 2. This is Warhammer 40,000 Fire Warrior. So Warhammer 40,000 first-person shooter. Really awesome. Play it as one of the Tau Warriors. It's just awesome. I absolutely love the Warhammer 40,000 universe. And this one's a really good one. I do need to finish beating this. I got really far in it. That's a good one. Sega Dreamcast, been a huge fan of that over the years. I got my Tokyo Extreme Racer 2. So happy to get this. I got it for a really good price before the prices skyrocketed, and it's almost like new quality. Disc is scratch free. Got this from one of my local game stores for an amazing deal. And I absolutely love having it. Just really fun. Anytime I want to play Dreamcast, I can just pop out a game and check it out and play it. From Xbox 360, this is one that another one that I love on this con, and I've actually been playing this recently. That was X-Men Origins Wolverine, the Uncaged Edition. Wonderful game, best Wolverine game they have ever made. I would love for them to make a sequel to this or another game like this, but I just doubt we'll ever see another Wolverine game as good as this, if we'll ever even see another Wolverine game. But definitely a fantastic one. Nintendo Switch, I love the Nintendo Switch because it's a hybrid console. You can play it portably, you can play it hooked up to the TV, and I love games like Cat Quest here, which they're actually going to be releasing a Cat Quest 3 this year, which is cool, so I can't wait to get that. Really awesome. Kind of plays like Legend of Zelda, but it's with cats. So if you like cats, it's a game I would recommend. Just love having these kind of games in it. And like I said, I built this collection for myself. I did not build it to show off to strangers on the internet. I didn't build it to brag to people. I didn't build it to compete with other people online. And oh, look, you have 30 games. I have 50. I'm better. I have 10 games. I have 100 games. I have 1,000 games. I have a big set of this. I'm not into all of that kind of bragging and stuff. For me, I got into sharing my collection with other people who had similar interests, that like the same kind of stuff that I do. I'm not here to brag to anybody. me having all of this shit behind me doesn't make me better than you. You having a bunch of shit doesn't make you better than me. You know, it doesn't make us better than anybody. You know, so for me, I just like having the collection because for me it's fun. I like having it, and it's something that I really enjoy. I also like to have my collectibles, like the plushies, like this cool Donkey Kong plush that I got recently. You know, I just enjoy having this stuff for myself, and the collection just means a lot to me just because I'm a gamer, and I just enjoy having it in my collection. Now, of course, there are some people who like to have their emulation. Now, I do have some emulators and stuff. Like, I do have my arcade emulator on my gaming PC, and I have an arcade stick, and so I have all of those. I do have a modded Wii that has a bunch of it has regular Nintendo, it's got Super Nintendo, it's got Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, it's got Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Sega CD. There's even a couple Nintendo 64 games on there, GameCube games. You know, I like keeping that for, like, taking to friends' houses to do gaming stuff. You know, I don't have to bring a bunch of stuff with me because we like to play those old games. I can just bring that modded Wii with me and I can enjoy them. But I do like to actually own the original hardware and the original copies myself. Obviously, I don't have every game that's on that modded Wii, but I have a good amount of them I like to having in my collection. But there are some people you'll run into, you know, they'll tell you, oh, I don't buy any of that shit. I just emulate everything, and the hell with buying any games, and that's fine for them if that's what they'd like, you know. I'm not saying everybody needs to go out and build a massive collection of games. If you just have like a little shelf, you have your 20, 30, 40, maybe 50, maybe even just 100 games and a couple of consoles, you know, that's awesome. You don't have to have a massive collection like myself. I just enjoy collecting, and I built up a really massive collection over the years. And this is not something that happened overnight too. I know sometimes people will see a collection and they'll just be like, oh man, that guy's just super rich, and he just went out crazy buying stuff. And, you know, the people haven't seen the hard work that it takes to build up a collection like this. This happens over years. Like, having this collection, you're not going to want to build it up in a year, or you'll be spending a ton of money. Especially in 2024, where we are, where prices are just absolutely outrageous, super high. You know, I was getting stuff dirt cheap back in the day when nobody cared about it. That's when I was collecting. You know, you got to collect stuff when other people don't care about it. So back in the day, people weren't into the retro stuff, playing the old stuff. You know, I always had friends and stuff. Oh, why are you playing Nintendo, man? You got to play Super Nintendo. That's where it is. And then 64 comes out, and the same thing. They get rid of all their old stuff for the new stuff. And there was a lot of people I knew that only cared about the new shit. And even today, I know people who only play the Series X and PS5. They're like, why the hell would you play 360? That's old crap. Why do you play PlayStation 2, GameCube? Get rid of all that shit. Just play the new stuff like me, you know. But I've grown up over the years. I watched the video game change from the Nintendo to the Super, you know, going through the generations. So I've grown up with this stuff, and I've played the games as they have come out, and so that's what's helped shape me as a gamer and the stuff I like. But of course, if you ask somebody who's just getting into gaming now and hasn't played the last 30 years of gaming, I mean, they're not going to be as attached to that kind of stuff like we are, and so their collections obviously were going to be a lot different than ours, a lot more streamlined, because they didn't grow up with this stuff, so they're not going to really have an attachment to it like we do. But I just love having this stuff, you know. It's, for me, it's just fun. You know, keep it within reason as far as monetary reasons go. You know, you don't want to be going out and spending money like crazy, buying up a bunch of shit to keep up with the Joneses and showing off to people. You know, I've talked about, you know, how even myself, I got sucked into the whole social media addiction of buying and collecting and showing off. And it's just so easy to get into that world of just ending up with stuff you don't even want. And so that's where I started paring down the collection, getting rid of things that I would not see myself playing. Now, obviously, there is no way in the world that I'll be able to play every single video game in my collection. If you have a large collection myself, you just have to realize we're only here for a certain amount of time in our life, so you only have so much time to play. But I like to be able to at least have the option to play any game in my collection when I want to. And so that's why I love having a library of games to choose from. And it's just something that I've built up out of love and a passion for the hobby. And to me, like I said, this is a hobby. I'm not here to collect for anyone else. It's here for myself. If I didn't share videos, I would still have the collection. I know sometimes there are people who would not have a collection unless they were making videos on YouTube or posts on social media or something, and they get whole sucked into the whole sharing and all that kind of stuff. But I was collecting this stuff before I had a YouTube channel, and I'll still have this stuff if I ever don't have a YouTube channel and don't go on social media. Like I said, I collect this stuff for myself, and because it's fun. I just like having it. I enjoy playing video games, especially when you know how the world is kind of shitty, and just, you know, it's just fun. You know, sometimes you have life is stressful, and you know, you can just pop in a game and just get lost in the world. I also enjoy gaming with family and friends. You know, it's really fun. You know, have a night of Mario Kart and get pizzas and some drinks and maybe get some beer and stuff, and just have a night of gaming and just relaxing. You know, it just brings me a lot of enjoyment. It's just fun, especially like the Mario characters. You know, I love playing those. I got on my one buddy Grant that comes out. It's been a while now, but would come out pretty regularly, and we play a lot of old school Nintendo and Super Nintendo games and Nintendo 64, and it's just really fun for me to play that stuff. And so for me, the collection just means a lot to me. It's something I really enjoy having because I just love video games. Now, of course, I don't spend my whole time, though, gaming. You know, there's some weeks I barely game at all. Just depends on what's going on. You know, I got family things to deal with, work, of course, and other important things. But I do love to have time for gaming and stuff. And so I've been trying to make more time for games and stuff, less time going out game hunting, as I'm very content and happy with the collection that I've built up. So I don't need to be endlessly going out collecting. Now, back in the day, guys, I was going out 5 times a week, maybe even more, just game hunting all the time, and thrift stores and yard sales and flea markets, just going out whenever I could, picking up games and stuff back in the day, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I still enjoy going out game hunting at times, but I just don't go out as game hunting as much as I used to. You know, just once in a while, you know, take a few hours to go out and check out stuff, but I'd rather be spending my time actually playing the games now. That's why I bought them, to play them, you know. You picked up Cat Quest. Well, you want to actually play and enjoy it, because you're going to run out of time if you just spend all your time buying stuff and you don't actually ever play them. What's the point in buying them? So I've been trying to make more time for gaming and stuff. And of course, I've been enjoying making videos for you guys, and I love checking out stuff about video games, and that's just a passion I have. I just absolutely love video games. It's just something I'm really passionate about, and that's why I love having my collection, and it's for me. This entire collection I've been collecting for myself and my own enjoyment, and not for anyone else. Like I said, not for bragging, nothing, just for me. So that's what the collection means to me. You know, it's just really special. It's really dear to my heart. I just absolutely love it. I can't wait until my wife and I eventually move to a new place so I can have a more dedicated room. Like, I'd really like to get it out. It's in our living room right now, but I'd eventually like to get it into like its own dedicated rooms and space away from a living room. You know, I don't want my house to become a gaming house. I don't want, you know, video games in every single room in the house. You know, like, I've known people I've seen where they show that literally it's like in their living room, it's in their bedrooms, it's like spilled into their kitchen. I even saw one guy had stuff in his bathroom, like in a cupboard in there. Like, I don't want that. You know, I want to have my video games in its own separate space in the future. So there's got different plans and stuff for that. But to me, the collection is just really special for myself, and I really love having it. Just all the memories of the years of playing these different games, all the different adventures I've gone on, all the different friends and family that I played games with. I used to play Sonic with my dad, and my mom used to love watching me play games. She even does now occasionally. Will enjoy watching my brother come to visit, and we'll be at their place, and she'll watch us play games. My mom's really interested in watching the games. She doesn't want to play them, but she likes watching us play the games. And it's just fun, you know, bonding time with my son and family and stuff. So it's just brought me a lot of enjoyment, and that's why I love having my game collection. Alright guys, I'm just going to do a real quick mini little room tour. I'm going to insert in here and just show you guys what the game room looks here, just a couple minutes, and then we'll end the video. So let's check out the little mini room tour. Alright guys, just film a little mini room tour here, just showing you guys some stuff you don't normally see. Like, here's my gaming PC with my awesome Nighthawks router. My wife has a couple of the plushes I gave her, she keeps there. Some of my collector's editions I keep up top, and then this is one of the 3 shelves we have filled with DVDs and Blu-rays and TV shows, and all of these were purchased at either our local game stores. A lot of them I got at thrift stores for a quarter, 50 cents, $1. Bought a bunch of videos from Family Video when they were going out of business, some other video stores that have been going out of business over the years. So I picked up a lot of these for dirt cheap. So, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to get movies for your collection. You don't have to go out and spend $20, $30 every time. You can get a lot of them cheap at thrift stores. There's some more collectibles, more collector's editions. My little shelf here has all my PSP games, and behind them, which is probably gonna be a little hard to see, but I have some 3DS stuff behind there, and down here in the back there's all my Dragon Ball Z DVDs. I have all the old classic ones, the entire series on the classic DVDs where you would buy them. They only have 3 or 4 episodes per thing, and I bought those over the years and completed that set. And then we've got more TV shows, Simpsons, Seinfeld, Dragon Ball Z, Star Trek, just tons of movies and TV shows. So my wife and I really don't need Netflix or Hulu. We have our own at home. Some more collector's editions and a bunch of Funko Pops that belong to my wife. Some of my collectibles. And then on this side, we've got another little gaming shelf here. Some more collectibles, like I love that Katana controller. Some other collector's edition. I keep my PS4 and PS3 games over here. Bunch of PlayStation 2, Nintendo 64, GameCube titles. Some other random stuff. Has some random little collectibles around our wall. Have a whole bunch of amiibos and other collectibles by PlayStation 1 and Sega Dreamcast collections, along with some more collectibles there. And then this is a familiar wall. You guys see my game wall here. I've got Wii U, Wii, have some Game Boy Advance, some DS, some Wii U, Switch games, 360, and then you guys always see this wall. Of course, it changes all the time as I'm always mixing it up and switching out with different plushies throughout the year and changing stuff up, some Star Trek stuff. But this wall contains all of my Xbox 360 games, original Xbox, Xbox One titles, Xbox Series X, and then up top I've got console boxes, collector's editions, all kinds of stuff up here. And you guys don't normally see this part of the gaming wall, but I do have to keep them sadly closed up and closed off with these blankets, as my wife likes to have our sliding door, likes to have the blinds open, and in the morning the sun comes in, and we all know the sun is the enemy to collections. And so it's just been easier for me to just keep those 3 shelves covered. Those are the ones that get hit by the sun. The other ones over here really don't get hit at all, so I don't have to worry about it. But it's just easier just to keep the stuff covered up. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But I just wanted to give you guys a little look at the game room, for my collection. I absolutely love it. It's awesome having it, and I have it for myself and not for anybody else. But just wanted you guys to give a little quick mini room tour. We'll do a more in-depth room tour here later on in the year, but just wanted you guys to give you another little look at it. All right, friends, so you guys got that little room tour here. You guys got to see what the game room looks like. I will be doing a dedicated in-depth game room tour here later on this year, so keep an eye out for that. But I want to thank you guys so much for checking out this newest question. So just a reminder, the question is, what does your collection mean to you? I would love for you guys to answer that. You guys can feel free to leave a comment, or you can leave a video response. Remember, if you do either one, you get an entry into the contest. If you do both, you get two entries into the contest at the end of this series. By having that contest, and the grand prize is going to be giving away a console with some games, and then I'll have some other prizes for other winners as well. And feel free to go back and answer any of my previous 40 questions. As long as the contest hasn't concluded, you guys can go there and earn additional entries. I would love for you guys to participate in those old questions. I got some great questions on there. I've received some amazing answers from you guys and some amazing video responses. If you guys do decide to film any video responses, like I said, please just let me know, because I would hate to miss out on it. I'm not always alerted by YouTube when you guys do upload videos. That way I can check it out, and then I'll leave a link so other people can check it out as well. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. You guys have an amazing day, and Sleepy shall see you next time.